balancing truth, principles, and perspective. This is the Equalizer Podcast. I want to welcome you to this Equalizer moment. Last week, we collectively mourned the passing of Reverend Jesse Jackson. I didn't always agree with him, and he wasn't perfect, but if anyone is, let him cast the first stone. He did a lot of good throughout his life, especially when it came to freeing hostages. And whatever transgressions he's had, that's for him and God to sort out. But his funeral was last week, and his son, Jesse Jackson Jr., made a very clear and plain statement to those who would be asked to eulogize his father.
Dad believed that funerals were not for the dearly departed. He believed funerals were for the living. He believed that they were great gathering meetings, and no two lives in human history will have the same number of people attending their funerals, or the same people will be at their funerals, because your friends ain't my friends ain't your friends. We don't know the same people. You don't know the same people that I know. Do not bring your politics out of respect to Reverend Jesse Jackson and the life that he lived to these homegoing services.
Right.
Come respectful and come to say thank you. But these homegoing services are welcome to all. Democrat, Republican, liberal, and conservative, right wing, left wing, because his life is broad enough to cover the full spectrum of what it means to be an American. We only asked people to come and be respectful in the context of the extraordinary life that he lived. Dad would have wanted us to have a great meeting to discuss our differences, to find ways of moving forward and moving together. And if his life becomes a turning point in our national political discourse, amen. Amen.
Now, it seems pretty clear. The family did not want this turned into a Democrat political rally. Now, surely Barack Obama, Kamala, and Joe Biden could just focus on the man they were there to send home, right?
We are living in a time when it can be hard to hope. Each day we wake up to some new assault on our democratic institutions. Another setback to the idea of the rule of law. An offense to common decency. Every day you wake up to things you just didn't think were possible. Each day we're told by those in high office to fear each other and to turn on each other, and that some Americans count more than others, and that some don't even count at all. Everywhere we see greed and bigotry being celebrated, and bullying and mockery masquerading as strength. We see science and expertise denigrated, while ignorance and dishonesty and cruelty and corruption are reaping untold rewards. Every single day we see that, and it's hard to hope.
Well, as a kid, I was a relatively good athlete, a pretty good student, but I stuttered to talk like that. Now, if I told you all earlier, when I was a kid, I had a cleft palate or club foot, none of you would have laughed. But it's okay to laugh at stuttering. I'm not being critical of you, but think about it. It's the one place where people think you're stupid. Oh, really? I'm a hell of a lot smarter than most of you. We're in a tough spot, folks. We got an administration that doesn't share any of the values that we have. And I don't think I'm exaggerating a little bit. And so, he knew who we were at our best, and he simply refused to let us off the hook as a party, as a nation, or as individuals.
So let me just say, I predicted a lot about what's happening right now. I'm not into saying I told you so, but we did see it coming.
Nope. I'm not sure which should be more insulting, the fraudulent accents or the overt politics despite being asked not to do so. You know, this just tells me the nagging belief that I have that the left doesn't really care, they don't really care, is the right instinct. Obama tells us there's no hope, probably because we're changing all the bad shit that he put in place. Biden thinks he's smarter than everyone, and Kamala is laughing and saying, I told you so. It's wild. But don't take my word for it. Here's what Jesse Jackson Jr. thought of their crap.
Yesterday, I listened for several hours of 3 United States presidents who do not know Jesse Jackson. He maintained a tense relationship with the political order, not because the presidents were white or black, but the demands of our message, the demands of speaking for the least of these, those who were disinherited, the damned, the dispossessed, the disrespected, demanded not Democratic or Republican solutions, but demanded a consistent, prophetic voice that at no point in time ever sold us out as a people. And it speaks volumes about who the Reverend Jesse Jackson was. Our message has already been delivered today. I can see it all over my mother's face. Rise, Jesse, rise. Give Jonathan Jackson another great round of applause for delivering our family message to the world.
It's so sad. The dying man's family had one simple ask, and you couldn't even put politics aside long enough to grant it. Well, this is the kind of thing you won't hear in the mainstream media, so I'll equalize it.